Hey YouTube, it's time for another episode of NC Socks. So before I get into this episode, I would like to thank Natalie Smith or SassyGinger77 on YouTube for providing the socks worn in this video. So they're really cool socks, I'll show them on screen right now, and she actually gave these socks to me at Nationals as a gift. So that was really awesome, and the reason she gave me these socks is because she's from North Carolina and she bought them in North Carolina, which makes them NC Socks. So I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten just for the pun alone. But yeah, so I am wearing those socks in this video, so big thanks to Natalie Smith for that. So anyway, in this video I'm going to be talking about the 3 times I've been recognized in public for my YouTube channel. So I'm not going to be counting competitions because, you know, that's kind of expected at competitions because everybody there is a cuber, so they're way more likely to know my channel. Whereas in public, very few people are really expected to be cubers. So what sparked me to make this video is 2 of the times I got recognized in public were just the other day. And they were about 5 minutes apart from each other. So I'm going to get into that, but first I'm going to talk about the first time I was recognized, which was in around October and November. So I was at my high school earlier this year, and I was helping out at an information session. So basically the point of that is for 8th graders who are going to be going to my high school to get an idea of what the school is like and what classes we have and all sorts of things like that. So a couple of my friends and I were helping to present about some of the classes, and there were all sorts of different rooms that the kids and parents would go around to, and there were like 5 or 6 groups, so we basically presented the same thing over and over like 5 or 6 times. So after one of our presentations, near the end of the information session, a parent came up to me, a dad, and he said, my son was telling me you have a YouTube channel, and I was like, wait, what? Because, you know, at this point, this was the first time I had ever been recognized outside of a competition, and I was kind of freaking out in my head. I was like, is this real? And my 2 friends who were there also presenting, they were really surprised because, you know, they all knew my YouTube channel, but they were both freaking out because, you know, they had never seen me recognized in public either. So he was like, yeah, my son watches your YouTube channel. And so his son came over to me and we talked for a little while, and he's actually a cuber, which is very cool. And so yeah, that was really, really exciting, and that was just an awesome experience. And since then, I had never been recognized in public until 2 days ago. So basically at my school we have a couple summer camps for like middle school students, mainly people who aren't in high school yet. And there are usually multiple summer camps going on at once, which is the case this week. Everybody eats lunch around the same time, so we were all in this really big cafeteria. So as I'm eating my lunch with my friends, we're all playing cards and having a good time and everything. I see a kid walk in wearing a hoodie of a store that I'm not sponsored by, so I'm not going to say their name, but they're a very popular New York Cube store that's not Cube Depot. And yeah, so he was wearing this hoodie, and I saw him walk in over to his table, and I was like, I don't know if I want to talk to him or not. Like, I wanted to, because, you know, he was obviously a cuber, but I thought it would be kind of awkward, and, you know, I didn't really know what to say. So I figured, okay, maybe I'll talk to him later. I'm in the middle of a card game now anyway, so we'll see. So I'm playing my card game, eating my lunch and everything, and then I look over to the table next to me about maybe 20 minutes later, and there's a kid on his phone with his friend, but the kid's looking at me. And then he looks back down at his phone and points at it to his friend. And then looks at me again, and then looks back down at the phone, and he keeps sort of going back and forth. And then we make eye contact. So I kind of like wave to him, sort of awkwardly. And then he says, do you have a YouTube channel? And I say, yeah. And he's like, is it DGCubes? And I said, yeah, that's me. So that was really insane. So what he was doing, he was comparing the YouTube me to the real me. And yeah, so we were talking for a little while. His name's Hugh. Shout out to Hugh. And yeah, so he was doing one of the other summer camps that was going on at my school. And I told him, because I thought maybe, you know, maybe there were a couple cubers doing this, right? And so I asked him if he knew the kid wearing the hoodie of the store that I'm not sponsored by. And I was like, yeah, there's a kid wearing a hoodie over there. Black hoodie, and I was trying to point him out because he was way across the room. And I was like, yeah, black hoodie, he's sort of turning to look at us right now. And as I'm saying that, he makes eye contact with me. And then it's like, then it's like he's staring at me and I'm staring at him, and it's like really awkward. So I'm like, okay, he's a cuber, and he's looking at me like intensely. So, you know, I have a feeling that he recognizes me from my channel. So I walk over there, and he's like, are you DGCubes? And this is right after I was just recognized the first time. Which is crazy. It was like within 5 minutes of each other, I was recognized twice, which, you know, I've only been recognized 3 times in my life. It was really crazy just how many cubers were in this random cafeteria. But yeah, so that happened the other day, and it was really weird. It's such a weird feeling to sit in my room and talk into a microphone, and then when I go out of my room, people know me for doing that. But yeah, I'm not making this video to brag or anything like, oh, I've been recognized in public, ha ha ha, you know, like, no, the point of this video is honestly just to tell the stories about the few times that it's happened, because I think they're pretty funny and interesting. And if any of you are like me, and you're just starting out, or maybe you've been doing YouTube for a while, and, you know, you want to reach this point where you get recognized like once a year, all I can really say is just keep at it and it'll happen eventually. I did not do anything special to get here. I just kept making videos for 4 years and it kind of happened. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to Hugh. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on my next video.